5 swing state cities dominate Trump-Harris debate viewership. Last night's ABC presidential debate included Democratic contender Kamala Harris and Republican nominee Donald Trump. The discussion drew the most viewers from 5 cities and key swing states. The campaigns fought over the rules for each nominee and whether or not the showdown on September 10th would even take place, and then came the first, and maybe only, debate between the two contenders. Michael Mulvihill, a TV executive, revealed early ratings that indicated the most popular cities were Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, West Palm Beach, Milwaukee, and Detroit. 2 Pennsylvania markets are among the top 5, along with cities in Florida, Michigan, and Wisconsin, states that might make or break the campaigns. Given the importance of these states, AT 44.2, Pittsburgh's household rating was the highest of any city in the U.S. Following closely behind were Philadelphia, 43.4, West Palm Beach, 43.3, Milwaukee, 378.8, and Detroit, 37.3. This data represents the proportion of the city's televisions that were actively watching the discussion. Along with Minneapolis, Minnesota, 38.7 rating, the other cities on the list were New York, 36.7, Kansas City, Missouri, 36.7, St. Louis, Missouri, 36.2 rating, and Providence, Rhode Island, 36.2 rating. The high ratings in Pennsylvania, especially in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, indicate that the state is very invested in the race. Due to its razor-thin margins of victory in the previous 2 presidential elections, Pennsylvania is a pivotal swing state. According to the polls, the November election will be very close once again. According to preliminary Nielsen ratings, 57.75 million Americans were in the audience for Tuesday's first presidential debate, which pitted former President Donald Trump against Vice President Kamala Harris, with 6.5 million more viewers, a 12% increase, than the June debate between Trump and President Joe Biden. The 90-minute debate, which was simulcast across multiple networks, generated a higher total. Their first and only discussion took place in June, and 51 million people tuned in to watch. Party officials pushed for Biden to resign after his dismal showing in the debate. Each contender issued a statement after the debate saying they had won. However, a CNN flash survey found that almost 60% of viewers thought Harris performed better than Trump, while 40% said Trump did a better job. But most voters still didn't appear swayed by the discussion, even if Harris gave a solid showing. Despite this, 82% of voters claimed the debate had no impact on their presidential preference, and 4% claimed it had a significant impact. National surveys revealed a stalemate between the contenders, and polls issued this week confirm it. The battle for the Oval Office could not be tighter. Registered voters support both Harris and Trump to the tune of 49%, according to a Monday report from the Pew Research Center. The poll has a margin of error of 1.3%. On Sunday, a poll by the New York Times and Siena College revealed a similarly close race, with Trump leading Harris by 48% to 47% among likely voters. A surge in support for Vice President Kamala Harris could occur after her debate with former President Trump, according to CNN Analytics writer Harry Enton. Following the event, Trump will spend time in North Carolina and Arizona. Before she travels to North Carolina, another state with a heavy political influence, Harris has been touring Pennsylvania. Despite the lack of a rescheduled debate, both candidates have shown interest in the brief period following the first. It was what they seen tonight and what they should witness at a second debate in October, Harris's team concluded their victory news release following the event. A second round of debates is in the works for Vice President Harris. Would you say that Donald Trump is, from saying they want another debate because they lost to saying they could be open to the idea if it were on a specific network or networks? Trump has played both sides of the argument. On October 1st, CBS will host a debate between the vice presidential candidates, Senate J.D. Vance of Ohio and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, who are Democrats.